Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls Kita Edition. You may notice that I have a few more souls than I did at the end of last time. It's because I started going across the bridge and realized that wasn't the direction I wanted to go. Thought I'd save everybody some time so you don't have to watch me going the wrong way. I literally have the number of souls of 3 soldiers, if you're curious. So, not much. So here you can see, I kind of still do a mixture of styles, like play styles. I'll do a bit of the quality slash strength play style, this, blocking with my shield, and then sometimes I'll do the parry riposte dodging, just because I started off this quality strength build. So what I'm going to do is, what we're going to try and do is go back to the Undead Asylum, so I can show off more about the whole non-linearity of the game that I was talking about before. That's kind of the, my goal with it, just show, like, you know, just because I have friends who are, like, stuck and they're not sure what to do, and I was like, you know, there's so many different areas you can go to. You can also get raped while you're doing it, no matter how you play. That's the only problem, is if I miss my parry once, sometimes I get screwed. But, you know, like I said, just show off the non-linearity of the game and the factor that you can go in so many different directions, and that's what I'd like to show off. So Armor of Thorns that they just showed there, I believe is, you only get that as a drop from a invading character. It's a computer invader, and you have to be human for them to invade, which is pretty much true of any invasion. You have to be human. So there are, I mean, I'm sure pretty much everybody's watching knows that that's how this game works. Wow, I'm just early on all my parries today, aren't I? There we go. There we go, I'm getting back into it. It's all good. It's all gravy. So, let me head back over this way. So something I do want to mention too, because last episode some people were pointing it out, is I said that I didn't really think it was Havel who you killed via Havel's ring because of the ring, and it says that the whole text about his followers that it has, and you were pointing out to me why that was. I believe that was Andrew. Actually, hold on. Before I show you, I have to take care of this guy by missing my parry and missing it again. Back up. All right. Here we go. Get the timing right this time. Not gonna let that happen again. So, the way I'm going to show you the reason that people do think it's Havel, and the very strong argument for it to be Havel, is if you look at the, let's find it, the Watchtower basement key right here. It says, the basement of the Watchtower forms a stone cell. There are rumors of a hero turned hollow who is locked away by a dear friend, for his own good, of course. A little snarky at the end there. But what that heavily implies is that the hero is probably Havel, and that the dear friend who locked him up is, where people think that it's Gwen. So it's pretty implied in this that that could be Havel. It's just that the ring that I was showing everyone kind of conflicts with that information, and it's kind of up to you to decide what you think. And I kind of go back and forth on what I think. Sometimes I think it's Havel, sometimes I don't. But for whatever reason lately, because of the ring, I've kind of been thinking that it's not Havel, because of the description that's its followers that read it. But I tend to go back and forth. Oh, sweet, Titanite Shard, that's like 800 extra souls. Incredible. I'm not going to deal with that summoner because I don't care. So, this was definitely the faster way. I was starting to go backwards by going through Undead Burg, and I realized that this way is way faster than going by the Hellkite Dragon Bridge. That is definitely not the right way to get to the Undead Asylum, because I can just hop off here instead of going back to Firelink Shrine the slow way. Use my awesome shortcut. And let's roll here. I can't believe I missed that! So I used to always jump, and then I realized, oh, you can just roll and make that. And apparently I didn't, and I failed. Now that's on camera. So there's the crow. The crow kind of hangs out here. This crow that's associated with Velka will hang out up here, which is pretty funny. The first time I noticed, I was kind of like, whoa, oh my god, it's a boss. And then, no, it's just Velka's crow. So you'll notice I don't really have any characters here yet, because I'm not talking to anybody. And over here, I didn't mention anything, but here's Petrus, who is a total D-bag. So Petrus is part of the Way of White, and actually I'm going to talk to him so I can get his... I want to get the expression he gives us. Let's talk, come on. You know you want to give me your expression? Hello there. Okay, I'll get a copper coin. And... Yes, I want to learn miracles from you, even though I hate you. I don't want to join your covenant. I don't want to join your covenant because I don't care about Gwyn and joining Gwyn's covenant. No! Whatever, I'll get his expression later. So, basically, what happens with Rhea is Rhea is part of the Way of White as well and part of the church. And she travels back on a mission to get the right of kindling, because that's what you do when you're part of the Church of Thorland. And it's kind of like when you become undead, they send people on this mission to collect the right of kindling. I'll just keep on talking about... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to white flash this. So you don't have to watch me run back over, and I'll get back to Rhea, Thorland, and Petrus. I need to stop rolling afterwards. It's because I got afraid because my first one ended in Vegas, and I was like double tapping my rolls. There we go. All right. Fuck, I was talking when I tried it, so I can't use that one. All right, we are back because I made my roll. That was a little embarrassing, but it's all right. I got it. In the end of times, I got it. So I was talking about Petrus and Thorland, and I do want to keep on talking about that, but I am at this Velka moment here. So if you curl up like a ball and act like an egg. And a lot of people I feel like might miss this and just not realize what this is if they're playing the first time through without looking something up, because nothing happens for a while. You really do have to wait on it. But curling up like a ball here, and the servant of Velka down there, that crow, who may or may not be Velka, and I still, like I said, don't think it is Velka, will go ahead and take you back to the Undead Asylum. And I'm really pointing this out and making a point of this for my friends who are watching who haven't played Dark Souls or have played it and are at around this point and trying to figure out things to do because they're stuck against the Capra Demon. I'm trying to show other areas that you can go and show up the non-linearity. Like, hey, if you're stuck against the Capra Demon, check out all these places that you can go to. Wow, I'm so hollow. I look terrible like that. Anyways, I just want to show off, like, well, if you're stuck against the Capra Demon, you can go down to the catacombs. You can go over in this direction with Velka. You can go to New Londo. I mean, there's all these places that you can go to if you're stuck. And you can level up more, you can level up your armor, and you can make it a little bit easier for yourself. So, we are back at the Northern Undead Asylum, and now there's these annoying Torch Hollows who are the worst. I hate these guys, because they hurt you for 1,000,000 damage. Literally 1,000,000. I mean, I times everything by 100,000 when I get hit for how much it hurt me for. Ugh! I hate you, Torch Hollows. I hate you guys so much with a fiery passion. I did not do that on purpose, I swear. Notice how I hurt the second one for more? The first one was for 90, the second was for 127. That is considered counter damage, which you actually can get. It's just not totally noticeable. I'm going to walk along the edge here because I could go fight the demon down there, but I want to grab this fire first so I don't have to go all the way back to Firelink Shrine if I mess up. And look, I never lit it. Now I finally lit this bonfire. And I can't use it because there are enemies trying to kill me. Sticking with my strength style right there. Because I have multiple enemies. Alright, so, first time playing, this might throw you off if you haven't gone to the Undead Asylum. Because you're like, oh, this room is safe. I've been here before. It's totally fine. Nothing wrong with this place. Oh, wait, no. Giant trap with the Stray Demon. Who, actually, I forgot to point it out. But you can actually see the Stray Demon in your first playthrough. I did not point that out, which is too bad. I should have done that. He has messed me up because I wasn't paying attention to him. He's like, hey, hey, pay attention to me. Hey. Listen. Listen. Of We're gonna fast cut this. What's up, Stray Demon? Let's do this thing. Let's do this. Yeah. I got your butt. I got you in the butt. Actually, let's go ahead and use that opportunity to heal. I like how this one demon, I feel like I'm just constantly raping his ass when I fight him. I feel like a terrible person, because that's constantly where you're hitting him. I'm gonna go ahead and two-hand, because my shield's not really gonna do much against him. So two-hand this thing. So again, level 6 against this guy, so if you're not level 6, he's doable. You just have to figure out his strategy and how to face him. I mean, he's going pretty easy against me right now. I just gotta be patient and keep on hitting him in his butt. I think that's really the strategy. Walk around, him in the butt. If he's gonna do an attack like this one, hang back, wait for him to do his attack, and then come back at him. So that's pretty much all you have to do against him. Just be patient. Some of these bosses, especially if you don't hurt them for much, it's just more of a testament of patience. So you don't mess up. Like, you know, some of those swinging attacks that he got me with last time. Just be patient. Just be patient. It'll all work out. You'll be fine. Right there, I kind of got greedy, but I caused some bleed damage, so it was worth it. That greed was worth it. That's another thing, too. What I've realized with this game is never get greedy against bosses, because that is why you will die. You are greedy. So, you know what? I have a chance for one hit. Unless I'm sure of it, do not take the second hit. Just don't get greedy. Like, you might see, like, they're low on health, or, like, you have that barely have a chance to him again. Again, do not get greedy. This is taking a long time to kill him, so I gotta keep on figuring out things to talk about. So there are 3 total demons like this that you face in the game. Oh, I love getting bleed damage. It's so awesome. So awesome getting that extra damage on him. 3 total ones of these. So there's the Asylum Demon, there's the Stray Demon. Asylum Demon was right above here. The Stray Demon is obviously where I'm fighting him now in the Undead Asylum. And the final demon that you can face is in Lost Island. So and they all act pretty much the same way. Obviously the Asylum Demon is by far the easiest one because he doesn't have those shockwave attacks. That's kind of the big difference between these guys, is that shockwave attack. But again, all you gotta do is just know backup if he's gonna do the shockwave, and this is true of any build. So I fought him the first time as a fat rolling strength build. Well, I guess it was more of a quality build. But I fought him the first time, and again, it was just be patient, back up. And I was also hurting him for a hell lot of more damage, so patience is key. Run back, run forward. It's kind of like if you guys have been watching my Kingsfield videos at all. It's a little bit like Kingsfield. You can really see that they pulled from their previous games for that. So right there, I'm getting greedy, and it could have screwed me over. But it's not going to. So it looks like he has 1 bit health, so there we go. Asylum Demon. See, you thought I couldn't do it last time. If you were watching, you probably were like, wow, Dave, you got murdered by him. This time, I don't believe I got hit once. And I got a Titanite Slab. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot he gave you a Titanite Slab. This is a good day indeed. Titanite Slabs are annoying to farm. You gotta go to Dark Race to farm them, and they are key. There are so many weapons and armors that upgrade fully by using a Titanite Slab, and there's only a couple you can get. There's this one. One is by finishing Seekmeyer's questline, or you can farm them from Dark Wraiths. So I believe there's a torch in the area. There we go. Torch indicates where the ladder is to go up. So if you can't find the ladder, look for this torch, and that's how you get up after fighting this Stray Demon. So here you go. So here's another place that you can go to at the start of the game that, I mean, or, you know, any time in the game, really. And if you're having trouble, come back here and go face the Stray Demon, come back to the Undead Asylum. You can level up if that's your deal. You can level up your armor. And if you guys don't know where I am... Oh, there's Black Knights now. Forgot about that. That might cause some trouble if I don't parry him properly. Oh, okay. I was like, I forgot about that, and right now I'm pretty low level and did not want to deal with him. I can kill him, I just haven't been doing my parries too well today. Have not been parrying well at all. He's gonna run at me. Actually, that's the easiest one to parry. Alright, let's back up and have him run at me. Come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. Boom. Easiest one to parry riposte. For whatever reason for me. I like the timing of that one. If you want, you can just backstab from here. Or you can go for parry riposte fun time. Let's do parry riposte fun time. Parry riposte fun time. So that's the hard thing about coming back here if you guys do choose to come back here. I'd say these guys, for some people, might be more difficult than the Stray Demon. But this is an important place to come back to for multiple reasons, other than just getting experience and leveling. And it's all side quest based stuff, so none of this is something you have to do at all. But it is all very worth it and very useful. So, for those of you who don't recognize, look up here. Where am I? Why, I'm at the beginning of the game again, where you started. This is the cell you started in, and now there's this peculiar doll here. Let's go ahead and read this item description. So, the peculiar doll, I believe, is it a key? Yeah. A strange doll with a strange dress. There once was an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. Now that's an indicator for those who haven't played the game yet to an area that you're going to go to eventually, which would be the painted world of Ariamis. And the deformed character, it strongly indicates that this belonged to Priscilla, which is kind of a half-dragon, half-human hybrid, and that's why it's deformed. Now, I do want to show this real quick, because we are down here. So, if you're playing the game when you're first playing it, a lot of people don't notice, I feel like, but when you're walking through here and running through, if you look to the right, you can actually see the Stray Demon hanging out in here at the very beginning of the game, during your first playthrough. So, that's kind of a fun note. And another thing I forgot to point out, which I'm really sad about, because I wish I'd shown you guys that. But cool little pointer there, and just another one of those details is that, yeah, he's just hanging out there. Stray Demons just live to F people up. There's not really that much backstory on them, I don't think, other than that there's demons who try to kill you, so I do kind of wonder if there's any sort of lore pertaining to the Stray Demons and what they do. So, let's go ahead and get the Rusted Iron Ring, which is the other big reason to come back here. So I opened up this shortcut earlier, and we're going to go ahead and use that, rather than running all the way around. Actually, I take it back. We're going to run all the way around because there's a Black Knight that we can go take care of. So let's go take care of the Black Knight. Actually. So another reason I absolutely love this weapon that I'm using the Great Scythe is because of this attack. I think this attack is amazing. I love using it when I'm doing PvP. It kind of throws people off. And it works really well for quickly killing people. So, I'm gonna go ahead, go back here, face this second Black Knight, who you don't have to face. I mean, like, you saw, as I was saying, this is optional to go fight this guy. But, might as well. Oh, great. This is fantastic. I guess that all worked out for the best, didn't it? All worked out for the very, very best. What you got? What you gonna give me? Aw, red Titanite chunk, but I have the humanity. Yes. Oh, yes, I know. Gold coveted serpent ring, you guys were telling me that will help me when I'm farming. Yes, I know that. We haven't gotten to Sez Fortress yet, so there is no possible way for me to have it. So I wasn't really talking about it because I had no way at all of having this ring. Boulder comes back, by the way. Again, you can easily ignore it. Oh! Our friend is now hollowed out. But I don't remember... I thought he was down there for some reason. I guess not. Once again, missing my parries today. What is with this? I'm actually, like, close to dying against the first hollow that you fight in the game. Second hollow. Second hollow you fight. First sword hollow. But now I got a way better weapon that's leveled up. So, Hufflepuff! I like to swing and yell out references to Powder Puppet Pals when I play, for whatever reason. It's the way to do it. And now there's 2 of these guys here. So they did make this, like, when you're venturing back, they definitely changed it up a bit to make it different, just by making it harder. Because, of course, they're not going to give you that leisure at all. Because it's Dark Souls, and they can't do that. So this guy drinking the Estus Flask, I mean, we already know these are hollows, but that is, again, a big indicator of any character, is if they drink an Estus Flask, it means that they are undead. Only the undead use Estus Flasks. Man, what is with me today? I'm gonna have to just backstab this guy and bleed him out. Because I'm not getting any parries. And actually, let's go ahead and read this Estus Flask description because I was talking about it. The undead treasure these dull green flasks filled with Estus at bonfire fills HP. The Estus flasks are linked to the Fire Keepers. The Dark Tales also make reference. An emerald flask from the Keeper's soul. She lives to protect the flame and dies to protect it further. But again, it is something that undead use. Alright, so remember that key that I picked up in the last Let's Play video? Or actually, it could have been the first Let's Play, but thinking on it, it was the last Let's Play video. I picked up a key that was right by where the Velka's Servant Crow was. And that key is what's going to allow me to open this door. The Undead Asylum F2 West key. So you want to make sure you get that before you go back here. And the reason being is, that if you remember this area when you were playing, you're probably like, wow, I see this treasure, but I had no idea how to get it. And that's how you get it, is the Rusted Iron Ring, which is really, really useful, especially for when you're in Blighttown. It allows you to run at normal speed in water. And yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I like running at normal speed in water. So definitely a useful ring to get. You don't need it, just like the Peculiar Doll. You don't need any of them. The Painted World of Ariamis is completely optional, as is this area, but very useful. And to me, these are some of the things that make Dark Souls such an awesome game, is that there are so many optional areas that are really fleshed out. Really fleshed out optional areas. So here's our buddy, by the way, who had saved us at the beginning of the game from an eternity of being locked up. We have found him. This is where he's at. And he's gonna kick me. Kick me away, huh? That's what you want to do? While you're two-handing your blade. I don't even know why I'm trying to parry today, because this does not seem to be working for me. Alright, let's do this again. There we go. I'm getting the one-hand parry down. I'm just one-handing it. It's just so satisfying. Wow, he's fat rolling. Did you see that fat roll? That was a late parry. I still got hit a little bit, and that can happen too. You can have late parries. It's just pretty rare, so it kind of threw me off. Look at that fat rolling. Man, I don't fat roll. That's why I beat you. I'm not about that fat rolling. I feel bad though, because he was our buddy. He was our bro. He helped us out, but he's gonna give us this crest shield, which I'm not even gonna use. So you could actually kill him before he goes hollow, and then he won't come back there if you do it at the beginning. And I just simply chose not to. I hate these hollows. I hate these hollows more than any hollow. They're the worst. Hufflepuff! There we go. This attack, awesome. Awesome, awesome attack. So, the other thing I should point out while we're back here too, another optional thing, is really not noticeable. I mean, it's unless you're really exploring or you're watching some video or guide or on the wiki. This is Snuggly the Crow's Nest. And he wants something soft and mushy, I think. I thought I was going to use dialogue here, but I didn't. But if you drop an item, he will trade it for you. And you either have to turn off the game and restart by just going to quit and restart, or die and come back. But basically, if you come back to the area, he will have dropped off an item for you. I think the quickest way is by going to options, quit game, come back. And he'll be back with an item dropped off for you. And he trades some cool items. So if you miss the Witch's Ring, you can get it this way. I believe you have to trade the glowy hat that you get. That name I can't remember right now. The Maggot Sunlight hat. So if you trade that, I believe that's how you get the Witch's Ring. So Van Velka's servant, picking us up, gonna drop us off. So now that we're going back to Petrus, might as well talk about Petrus because I said I was going to a while ago. So basically Petrus, Rhea comes back with 2 bodyguards who are going to help us out, and Petrus is supposed to help Rhea out as well. But Petrus doesn't go with, and is ashamed of himself. And when Rhea gets back, Petrus is all freaked out about Rhea, and Rhea will go over to the Undead Church, or the church over by, where you ring the bells. And if you buy all of her miracles, and you buy everything out, she dies. And you have no idea how she died, or what happened. And she can also get taken to, Sen's Fortress, I believe, and hollow out there. Because he likes, or not Sen's, yeah, Sen's Fortress, or not Sen's Fortress, to the library, so Seath can do experiments on her, kind of that dealio. But basically, if she dies, it turns out that it was Petrus who killed her, and the only way to really find out about that is if you kill Petrus after she's died, in that area, and that was where she goes hollow in that area and goes crazy, or she dies, I should say. You'll find a ring, and the only way you find it is if you kill Petrus after that happens. And that ring belonged to Rhea. So it's very, very, very heavily implied that Petrus, in fact, killed Rhea. So Petrus, not a good guy. Cowardly, didn't help her out. Maybe has some other sort of intention, but it would seem like maybe he's a coward. And he was afraid that if Rhea went back to Thorland, maybe she would rat him out and he would get in trouble. So maybe it was just easier to dispose of her body, kill her, and do it that way. So, alright, with this wrapped up, we now have a couple choices. We could either go into New Londo, and actually, since I'm here, I'm going to upgrade my my Estus Flask. But we could either go to New Londo, or we can go to Blighttown, or we can do what I think I'm going to do, which is go face the Capra Demon. So if you remember, I got a Firekeeper Soul. Now you can use those to reinforce your Estus Flask. As we just read the Estus Flask description, Firekeeper Souls are directly linked to Estus Flasks, and it's also what keeps the bonfire. So pretty much everything that the undead use is thanks to these Firekeepers. So now I have an Estus Flask of +1, and again, this is just kind of another sort of level up, in a sense. So without leveling up my character, which I could go ahead and go haywire with right here, because I have like 33,000 souls. Let's see. Yeah, I can go absolutely haywire. I could go up to 32 strength if I want. Let's see. I'm just curious how much. I guess it would be 32 dex as well, because I have 14 strength and 14 dex. So level 24. Let's see. So I could go from 179 strength to 243 strength. I could really upgrade my character right now if I wanted to. But again, there are several different ways to level up your character to make things happen, but I'm crazy. I'm absolutely crazy, so I'm gonna go fight the Capra Demon, and I'm gonna do it at level 6, just to show that it can be done. And I realized too, I've been doing this all without a helmet, so let's actually maybe get some better armor. So let's see what I can do. I would like to wear the Elite Knight armor, but it's probably gonna make me fat roll, or mid roll, I should say, and it is. So we're not gonna do that. Let's see if I can wear a helmet. Alright. Capra Demon, I'm gonna probably want more defense, but that's gonna make me mid-roll too. So, let's try the Mask of the Mother, and see if I can normal fast roll with that. And I can't. So, we're not gonna wear anything. How about that? Now, honestly, if you want to fight this guy, it's probably better to have higher poise, especially at my level, which would mean the highest defense you can have, up my poise as high as possible by using the heaviest shields. That way I can block his attack, and it does make him easier. But I'm going to go ahead and try dex style to kill him, which is a lot of rolling and dodging. That is what I think I will do, and I think I'm going to try. So what we got to do now, since I have this wraparound way of getting everywhere, is I got to go all the way back up here to where I was before, and go open up the shortcut to Undead Burg. So with that said, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and white flash it for you guys. I'm gonna jump over. I'll cut so you guys don't have to watch my journey over. Running through, killing shit. Running through, killing shit. That's why I love this. I should have done this the whole time. That's why this weapon is amazing. You literally just run through and you're like... I was trying to play Dex build, I'm like, screw that! Running through, killing shit! Ah! I'm crazy. I'm crazy. You don't know me. You don't know me at all. I'm just straight up crazy. Alright, guys. I'm back because I am really close. And I was like, you know what? Might as well start it now. And I'm actually back with my buddy John. If you don't know John, he does game control with me. He's my buddy, partner with game control. John, what's up?
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing?
And John is also a Dark Souls fanatic, and we play together all the time. And we thought, might as well tag team it a bit here because we can talk about lore together. Because John is also, like me, obsessed with the lore. And John was talking to me, and he pointed something out that I missed talking about as I twirled my camera around with the Undead Asylum and the Stray Demons, who I was talking about not really knowing their lore and what they do. And John, you made a great observation, if you want to bring that up.
Well, one of the things you notice when you're in the Undead Asylum is that there are no guards. I mean, the only thing that seems to be keeping the undead in appear to be the Asylum Demons and the Stray Demons, which I guess, like, by their names... Well, by the name Asylum Demon, you can kind of judge that might be its function.
Right, so definitely for the Undead Asylum, and the Stray ones maybe, like... Maybe he's just hanging out for if the Asylum Demon somehow dies.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we got the Stray one hanging out.
It would make sense because they have that one, like, trapped underground. Like, it's basically in its own, like, cell. So you can guess that it is maybe, like, a backup guard for whoever runs the asylum. I mean, according to most of the speculation, and we're not gonna lie, we're getting most of our speculation from ENB, some from another guy called Vidya, is another
really good YouTuber.
Yeah.
And actually, MS Paint on I've been talking to a lot from Reddit, and he's got a lot of really great speculation. If you want to check his stuff out, check out MS Paint or reddit.com/MS Paint, his user profile. He's got a lot of really good speculation as well.
But the assumption is that the Kingdom of Thurland is the one that operates the Undead Asylum, or does the practice of gathering the undead and putting them into the asylum, which you'll kind of notice that the strongest seem to get out of the asylum and are taken by Velka's servant to Lordran. And as we all know, like, the point, well... This might be revealed. I don't know. You want me to go further because it's starting to reveal a lot about the deeper parts of the lore. But let's just say that the prophecy of the chosen undead isn't what you think it is, and there are a lot of machinations kind of in play to possibly manipulate you into fulfilling that prophecy.
Yeah, well, I've just been kind of talking about it based on where I am in specific areas. So I guess once we get to Orlando and we get to Gwendolyn, we can talk about Gwendolyn's functions. And I mean, Velka too is sort of also manipulating you when you think about it. Even though you sort of think like she's good because she's freeing you, we don't even know necessarily like if her intentions are the right intentions. We kind of just think of them as being the right intentions because Gwendolyn manipulates you. So you're like, well, I don't know if I like Gwendolyn. And then Frompt is manipulating you, and so is the other Calf, the other one. So we've got pretty much everybody manipulating you, and you just have to decide for yourself who you think is right, and whose manipulation you abide by. I guess if you don't believe in anyone's, you can just not play the game. Yeah. I guess.
But an interesting thing to know with the Asylum, which is something like I just here recently noticed kind of about the place. You never really think about the Asylum. It's just kind of the starting area, but I mean, I almost think that like either the Asylum tradition is just like really, really long-standing, but you think if that was it, there would be like guards or at least somebody to like upkeep this like place, because one of the kingdoms that's talked about, the kingdom of Baldur, and you see the Baldur Knights are the ones that Dave is killing by en masse in the Undead Parish.
I need those Baldur swag swords, yo.
Yeah, the kingdom of Baldur, it said, fell due to an outbreak of undead. Like, so because there are way too many undead within the kingdom of Baldur ended up like falling. So it seems to me to be of real importance that the Undead Asylum should be, you know, kept up and kind of, you know, inescapable. You'd think that whoever is kind of setting this up would do that, but I mean, the Undead Asylum is a ruin, which kind of made me think maybe an asylum wasn't the original intent of that building, whatever it was.
Right, and it's also very possible that whatever place has been upkeeping it just... I mean, maybe they're afraid to go there. Maybe they're just like, well, let's just drop someone off and fuck it, get out of here. But the other point, too, is like, why are the undead there? Why do you start there? What happened? What led you there? And there's a lot of speculation leading to that your undead character, my man right here, is very possibly from Thorland, because they really despise the undead. Unless you're part of the royal family, where they'll send you on that pilgrimage, it's very possible that they would lock you up in the Undead Asylum.
Or you just happened to be in Thorland when it happened, or Thorland sends out agents even to other nations to take people to Lord Dread. Because you could start as somebody from Katarina, you can start as like people from different places.
Now, the other thing about the undead too is there's a lot out there about why exactly does everybody hate the undead? So what's the issue? Why is it looked at so negatively? And I was talking about MS Paint with MS Paint a lot about this, and he has some cool speculations and thoughts. And it's just that idea that when the furtive pygmy, which is believed to have started the undead, was the furtive pygmy at the very beginning, because nothing's mentioned, it's so easily forgotten, so they never mention it, is because the whole idea is that the furtive pygmy is what started this undead chain. And undeath, when you think about it, and thank you MS Paint for this, is sort of what allowed humans to kill the dragons. That's why they were able to be a force against the dragons, is because you would die against a dragon, just like many of you probably did against Calamite, and you come back to life, and you have another chance. So you can learn, just like we're doing in a video game, in Dark Souls, you can learn how to get better and beat something and lose.
And also a thing to notice is that, and this is what alluded to several times, even though that you are not currently human, like technically you're a hollow, but you're not insane. It's when a person like loses all hope that they talk about, which kind of like, it sounds like a very abstract concept as Dave gets, you know, his ass totally...
Yeah, as I get backstabbed right there.
Yeah. That when someone loses their purpose, that's when they become hollow, and that's really what you're fighting, is people that have kind of given up.
And there's a lot of them. Alright, so the reason we want to face this Capra Demon here is, see this door right here that's locked? That's going to lead you to the depths, and the depths have the large ember, which is what I want to go get and show all you guys, because the large ember is what's going to allow me to level up my Great Scythe, as well as all my armor, to plus 10. And beyond. Well, not beyond. I need another ember to go beyond plus 10, but...
The very large.
The very large ember. So that's what's going to allow me to level up to plus 10, which will help out with all the bosses. And again, just showing off that aspect of, you don't necessarily need to level up your character. Like, there are other ways to beat this, and there's other ways to do this, and it's just cool to note. And the reason I'm going up here is because I want to get this Firelink Shrine shortcut opened up, because I'm facing Capra Demon at level 6 here, and I'm going to straight up say it right here. I will probably not be in my first try. If there's no cuts, it means I did be in my first try, or we'll have a fun montage, probably better than a Havel-style one, of facing this Capra Demon, so you don't have to watch me running back and forth all the time. So...
Yeah. Capra's he's a surprisingly, I guess you could say, difficult boss, because he doesn't have a lot of defense, so you can hurt him for a good deal. It's just when he hits, when he hits you, it takes a lot, and then of course there's the added negative of you're fighting him in a very confined space.
To me, it's not necessarily the confined space that makes him difficult. I think once you're one-on-one with him, it's not that hard, and we'll see if I can eat those words in a moment, but the hardest part is those dogs that he has with him that are going to distract you and not allow you to block properly. But again, if you fight with a higher poise, it's a lot easier to just block everything. And I know the first time I went through, I used a Pyromancer spell, the Iron Flesh spell, that allowed me to just, like, just have even more poise, even more defense. I could just poise my way through him pretty easily. Which that spell, by the way, if you guys are playing tank builds, Iron Flesh is a great, useful spell to use because you're slow anyways. It'll make you slower, but it's gonna even more so raise up your everything. It's funny, I was just thinking, why did I never get that soul from that rat area? And I realized it's because of the way I never even went to this part before. I haven't even gone up here before in this playthrough. It's like, huh, it's so weird. I would have missed that little soul there. It's so very, very strange. So I focus on these hollows there. And Capra Demon, I know for me, actually, he was very difficult the first time I fought him. That was the point. That was the real first point that I had where I was just like, man, this game is really hard. It wasn't so... I mean, the Taurus Demon was tough the first time more because it surprised me. The Capra Demon, for whatever reason, that was the one that really got to me.
I was playing a Pyromancer build, so I just enflambéed that son of a bitch real fast.
Yeah, I never play... I always play melee builds for whatever reason, and I finally started an intelligence build, but I really haven't gotten too into it yet. Don't know why. Oh, that didn't work at all. My Harry Potter war cry is not working.
Shocking, man.
Hey, those are the best war cries ever. The Harry Potter war cries.
It is good to see the look of confusion on your enemy's face. As
They're like, what?
Trip slowly from their body.
They're like, wait, Hufflepuff, but that's the lame one that nobody wanted to be a part of. Nobody wants to be in Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff! I think that's why I say it that way, is because it sounds even worse.
An interesting bit of speculation, just like while David's getting back to Capra, that we started to notice is, again, we talked a little bit earlier about the Kingdom of Baldur and how it fell to the undead. We think that all these, like, these hollows and hollow soldiers that you fight, we think that they actually might be from Baldur. Like, all of these are from the Kingdom of Baldur.
Now let's go ahead and go on my equipment and see what I have that we can use to talk about this. So, unfortunately, the Hollow Soldier armor doesn't really tell you much, but you know that the Baldur armor, I mean, it says very clearly in the Baldur armor, whenever I find some armor, I'll give you that description. This says very clearly that they're from Baldur, and it would seem like if Baldur was overrun by undead, now they're kind of expanding out and moving further out from Baldur, and it's possible the Baldur Knights made over here, those other hollows, are part of that same kingdom.
Yeah. I'm mostly going off of the fact that the construction of the Hollow Soldier armor looks very, very similar to what the Baldur Knights wear. Like, not exactly alike, but if you can assume that the Hollow Soldiers are like the infantry or the foot soldiers, and the Baldur Knights are, of course, you know, more part of the nobility, it would make sense that the Baldur Knights armor would, you know, look and hold up much better than, say, like the Hollow Soldier armor, which is just like you know, a general issue that you give to.
Yeah, like it's probably just not, as John said, just not as good of a soldier. And I don't like these dogs. By the way, not a fan of these dogs who are going to try and cause bleed. Okay, and miss.
Yeah, and you'll see, like, each different weapon, I'm sure Dave has gone into this, has its own kind of move set, which has its own, like, attack frames, and now you're seeing the somewhat limitations of the Great Scythe.
Yeah, I mean, I could have done a sideways swing, but, I mean, it seemed like up down would have worked better for that guy. Alright, so, I want to point something out here that you can do that's not going to work because I can't do it right. But it is possible to kill the Capra Demon, just like Manus, for those of you guys who know the extra content, without ever walking in there. And that's why, if you notice, I was buying all these dung pies and stocking up on my dung pies there. So, let's go ahead and equip me some dung pies, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Actually, I'm going to put the dung pies to this slot because I want to put my charcoal pine resin here, which will help me fight the Capra Demon. Alright, so, dung pies. if you find the right spot and throw it over, you kind of poison yourself a bit, but if you get it over, you can actually hit the Capra Demon, and you can kill the Capra Demon if you have enough dung pies. You can by poisoning him, so you can poison the Capra Demon this way. You can also hit those annoying dogs by doing this as well, which to me is the bigger plus. Or just piss them off so they start at the front as opposed to behind Capra. Wow, I was throwing them above way better last time. I wonder, gotta find that position. Now I'm just throwing them there. Anyways, I was just more just doing this so I could show you guys that you can do this. And now that I'm in the middle of it, I'm like, might as well use all my dung pies and see what happens. This will be such a surprise. See what happens when we go to fight Capra.
And this is another example of the multiple things that you can do in Dark Souls. You can also just basically play, you know, a monkey and just throw your shit at people.
Yeah, just throw poo to kill people. It's a useful method. Very useful. I think I just heard something. That sound effect made me feel like maybe I hit something.
I think that was the door behind us.
Oh, whatever. I swear, I heard something come from the game. Alright, come on. I only got 6 more dung pies. I'm trying not to get poisoned here. That's what I'm waiting on. So yes, actually you can keep yourself cursed by the dung pies.
Well, toxic, although
toxic.
A useful thing though, when you go to Blight Town, there are these guys with blow darts who can also give you toxic, but you can apparently, and I've done this, you can immunize yourself to their toxic by first making yourself toxic with the dung pies, and of course you're wondering, it's like, well, I'm still toxic, why does that make a difference? Well, the toxic you get from the dung pies will drain your life significantly slower than the toxic that you'll get from the blow dart guys.
So, poo toxic apparently is not as bad as normal toxic. Alright, we're gonna go in. This is gonna be brutal. I'll probably die right away. But let's do this shit. And if I die, I'm just gonna go ahead and warp right back here, so you guys don't have to worry. Don't even have to wait around for anything. And apparently I did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright, let's see if I can take care of these dogs here. Okay, dogs are gone. That's good. Good news there. So let's see what I can do against Capra here. So again, it's called Don't Get Greedy. Is the name of the game.
And you need to be very wary about this guy because he is very, very fast.
It's mainly that he also has a moment where he can do this double attack against you. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
It's like
he can really mess you up, especially with that double attack that he likes to do. And if you do heal with your Estus Flask, he will be coming for you, just like he just did for me. For me, I sing when I'm about to get hit and I'm in trouble. Oh no, my charcoal pine resin is up. How much am I gonna hit him for now? 90. So this is, my heartbeat is pumping and palpitating, I gotta say. Oh, phew, that missed somehow. I really want to use another charcoal pine resin, but I'm Concernicus that if I do, he'll hit me. So again, a lot of it's not getting greedy. So like, he will swing that at most 3 times if he does that swing move. This one's an attack that he only has 1 on. So just kind of like knowing the moves, knowing like when you have the chance to hit him. And why am I using my shield right now? I could have been hurting him for a lot more if I wasn't using my shield. Yeah, look at that! Wow, Capra Demon.
High five!
First time! Well, I was not expecting that, guys. Okay, I'm excited because that was on camera. Okay, let's just do this victory dance right here. Level 6. Yes, 2 levels up. I don't even care because I'm excited about this. And I think this deserves some joy. Some pumped up joy. Yeah, buddy! Wait for it. Yeah, boy! I really did not think I was going to be able to pull that off. Well, I've gotten way better at this game, even if I miss all my parries during this playthrough. Every single one.
Except against the Black Knights, really oddly.
Okay, well, Black Knights... Okay, so there's also a reason for this. Is because after you get further in the game, you never face Hollows again. But I've farmed Titanite chunks, various types of Titanite chunks from Black Knights so often that I got really used to parrying Black Knights. And same with Dark Race. I should be much
So-
better at parrying Dark Race now because of all the Titanite chunks I've had to farm from them.
I think you also mean Silver Knight.
No, Silver Knights don't have Titanite chunks.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're talking about in the Kiln. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kiln of the First Flame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Black Knights, by the way, if you guys miss anything on your playthrough from them, don't worry about it. It don't matter unless you're just trying to save time and you're like at the end of a quest to get all your achievements. I mean, really, it doesn't matter because at the very end, when you get to the Kiln of the First Flame, endless Black Knights of every single type, as you can just use the fire to warp back. And you can get all the different Titanite chunk colors. You can get anything that your heart desires. Oh my god! Whoa, my god! Oh my goodness! These guys, I always... Stupid fire guy. And yeah, my ring's activating. I don't... that was just awful. Threefer? I totally lost my train of thought there. I think I was talking about the Kiln of the First Flame and Black Knights, and yeah, so at the end of the game, you can just get everything you need, whether it be Titanite chunks, whether you missed one of the weapons that they drop, so you can get your, get all the weapons, achievement. So, don't even worry about the Black Knights at the beginning, honestly.
Oh crap.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, double, wow. So I was okay against Capra Demon. I beat him on my first try, but I couldn't beat these guys up. Well.
Yeah, that is one of a very, very common occurrence is if you get boxed, they will destroy you. So you have to, you do really have to pay attention, but even if you do, sometimes you just roll, snake eyes.
Roll with it. Alright guys, check this out. That was a terrible snap. Alright guys, I am back. Fast warped just like that, so you guys don't have to watch everything of me just running back here. And as you can see, got my souls back, so we're all good. And if you notice too, every single humanity I've got, I actually haven't popped any humanity. These have just been collected over time. And the concept is that there's probably a meter that slowly builds, and the more you kill, the better. Check out this butcher over here, just doing his job. I've actually never just sat and watched the butcher before. It's kind of funny. This is the first time I've just checked it out, because usually I've already aggroed it. Her. Key point here. That lovely lady over there. Make sure you don't call her a man, because she will get upset. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up, man? That's right, I'm calling you a man. Oh, what's that? What's that? I called you a man. How you like that? How you like that?
I kind of wonder what she's chopping up.
It looks like just... Oh, it was probably undead meat, I guess.
There's some big steaks of it.
Oh, yeah, so you can also parry, as you just saw. You can also parry these butchers right here. Uh-oh. That's the Dexville way to do it. You miss a parry, you're like, I don't even care. Oh, that was interesting. Uh-oh. Missed my parry, use that. I've actually... Huh, so her right hand left swing, I got the parry and instead nothing happened. I didn't get hit. She didn't get hit. Nobody got hit. It was all good. And she got that lovely butcher knife, which is supposed to be awesome. Some of you guys were recommending it to me as a weapon to use. I would love to. I mean, it's just more of a strength build weapon. And here's my large ember. This was the reason I came down here. Now I can level up my sight to +10. And guys, I haven't even fought the Taurus Demon yet. Haven't even fought the Bell Tower Gargoyle. And I'm still level 6. So, again, there are ways to do these things as a low level and still be a total balder swag and pimp.
Are you gonna let our friend out of his prison?
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and let our buddy over here out of his barrel prison. Apparently that is the best way to trap people in this game is with barrels. I think that's what I've discovered. Because I think our Pyromancer who we're about to free and the Source were both locked up in a barrel. If I'm thinking properly. Look at these ragdoll physics. I don't think Dark Souls 2. I think all the enemies just disappeared. Do you remember John? John played it too. John played Dark Souls 2 with me at E3.
I don't actually remember all that much because as soon as they told me the prize was you get the shirt after you beat the Mirror Knight, I ran past everything. I was like, no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna run right past.
Yeah, I need that T-shirt.
Which, which I could see, like, people being frustrated because they were trying to, like, kill everything as they were going through, and I'm just like, no, guys, it's not how you do this.
I didn't even know about this. The first time I played, they weren't doing the t-shirt thing.
Yeah.
But, okay, so, actually, I do want to point out, guys.
Here, over here.
Oh, hey. Sorry, I'm distracted. I must help you? Who are you? Who are you? Why should I help you? Who are you? I don't know. Alright, fine. Oh, but before I help you, I want to tell everyone that Dark Souls 2, I'm filming this right now during Comic-Con. Dark Souls 2 is playable at Comic-Con if you guys, anyone's at Comic-Con. Just so you know. Alright, what's up?
Thank you. I would have been
problem.
a supper without you.
So again, I would have been her supper. So another thing that points out that that butcher is in fact a girl, and it was confined in their artworks interview that it's a girl. So we got Laurentius, our bro over here. He's going to teach you some pyromancy spells, and if you didn't choose pyromancy at the beginning, this is how you can now get pyromancy. If you do choose pyromancy at the beginning, this is the way to get more pyromancy spells. It's about freeing our buddy here, and now that I think about it, how did I have Iron Flesh when you get it from him? I feel like, I guess I didn't use Iron Flesh against the Capra Demon. I think I was lying. I must have been straight up lying, because you buy Iron Flesh from this bro right here, Laurentius. So, I know I used it for 4 Kings. Iron Flesh was very helpful for 4 Kings.
I remember you using Iron Flesh. I'm not quite sure how. Because you definitely did not, like, trying to think of some of the other person you know you can buy pyromancy from is, Quaylon of the Swamp, but you need to have your pyromancy flame up to...
Plus 10, I think.
Yeah, plus 10.
So, yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting conundrum. So I could go deeper into the depths, and I will eventually to go fight one of our dragons that's actually alive. One of the very few. And then we'll talk about the lore based on him and what's up with him and why there's yet another dragon that's alive. Kind of interesting. But, missing my parries left and right. Let's treat these guys their own medicine. Actually, they're not going to let me backstab them. So, alright, that's fine. That's fine. Anyways, I'm definitely going to talk about that when we get to that boss, and I will fight him again to win all these bosses and this playthrough of beating everybody that you can before the Bell Tower Gargoyle. So, don't worry, I will get to all of them and everybody and everything when I can, and I don't think I touched a bonfire. I don't know why these guys are back alive again. That doesn't make much sense to me. They should be dead. Yeah, because I haven't bonfired after I fought the Capra. I don't know. But anyways, I'm going back because I'm going to do some Titanite chunking. Some large Titanite sharding.
You died going to see the butcher.
Oh, that's right. But I still killed these enemies though, because the fire I was at was Firelink Shrine's fire.
True.
So yeah, when you guys missed it, I literally just ran right back, but I killed all the dudes on the way. I am not sure. So once I get back though, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this playthrough because this is probably around an hour or so. So that'll be this one. And we fought 2 bosses. We made some really good progress this time. Some really good progress. We already finished the Return to the Undead Asylum. We got through the Capra Demon. I was going to go parry that guy. And it doesn't work when he throws a firebomb at your head. Got through the Capra Demon. And we got our large embers. So a lot of good progress in this playthrough. Actually, last playthrough, we made some progress, but I don't feel like as much. This one really balling through. Really blasting through and making good progress. So, thank you, John, so much for joining me and helping and talking some lore out. Because John and I like to speculate together, so it's fun to do it this way and talk about some of the things that we've discovered. Because that's what we generally do. Because when we're playing the game, because we live together, so when we're playing the game, we'll watch each other play and just talk about lore the whole time. So it's kind of fun to do it that way. And guys, I will see you guys later. Let me know what you thought about this edition, and next time, we're going to go down to Blighttown, I believe. We're going to get some large Titanite shards. We're going to level up my weapons even more, and we're going to go ahead and face Quaylog. So, that is what I believe I'm going to go ahead and do next time. So again, showing this ridiculous non-linear playthrough. And once we finish Quaylog off and ring that bell, I think then we're going to go ahead and head to the depths. You know, although I guess I could head to the depths right away and face the dragon, because that leads to Blighttown. That makes sense too. So maybe I'll do that. We'll see. I'll think about it. Let me know what you guys want to see. and I'll see you next time. Peace!